Personally, I don't think I need an explanation to showcase why I'm here. Because, quite frankly, there is a lot of excuses, reasons that I could use to explain why I am back here making a video like this on this channel when it's supposed to be dead. I'm not supposed to be here. Teacher X allowed me to be here. But I do have an important reason why I'm here. In fact, the reason why I'm here is very crucial to me going forward. You see, I didn't spend 3 to 4 years of my life doing YouTube, doing this shit for nothing. I done spent all this time preparing for a moment like this. And sometimes in life, when an opportunity presents itself, it's not so obvious or clear. You have to look out for the signs. And when the signs tell you, that's when you know. For me, that's how I knew. The sign for me was wrestling. WWE. Because ever since I left, the dip in quality of the weekly shows, Raw and SmackDown, have been absolute garbage. And there's no way to spin it. There's a lot of ways people try to justify the long-term storytelling of Triple H. As somebody who literally spent this entire channel improving my long-term storytelling, I could tell you without a question of a doubt, Triple H does not know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't. He didn't plan for all this shit to happen. He wasn't long-terming. He just went back, saw what he forgot about, and then was like, let's go pay that off because I completely forgot about it, so I'm going to pay it off now. Let me tell you what long-term storytelling is. Long-term storytelling is giving every single moment that you plan out, that you write, that you execute on screen, and making sure that you have the idea of where it's going way ahead of time, and that you are going to slowly implant over time on the weekly shows, getting closer to the execution of that. Now, Triple H, he does one of two things. Triple H either plans something out, puts it on the map, and then completely forgets about it, or he does the same exact thing every single week to beat you over the head with the fact that we're obviously going to do this storyline. So let's do this, and then this again, and then this again, and then this again, and then this again. Not subtlety. There's nothing subtle about it. It's the same exact shit every single week. It's one of those two. It's neither the other. And it's funny because I strategically planned this video for today because I wanted Mania 41 to happen. And it's all so ironic that when I posted that community post back on Tuesday of last week, ever since then, Triple H has been losing his goddamn mind. Hunter, Paul, whatever, has been going on interview after interview, calling mugs like me, mugs on the internet, mugs who speak their mind and speak their honest truth about what they are seeing. He called us not real. He called us fake. He told almost all of his fans who just critique his work in general to shut the fuck up and be a fan. Go out there, sit in the stands, shut the fuck up about criticizing, and just enjoy the slap I'm gonna slap in your face. Some of you may not know this because some of you haven't been keeping up to date with me. But on my main channel, Eric Moreno, at Eric_Moreno_A-Rex. I've been making commentary videos about what my plan for the future was going to be. And I've considered my options. I considered the various things that I was going to pursue. I considered the writing, I considered the filmmaking, and I considered the science. And now I got a plan for this. I know exactly what I'm doing. I told myself I'm not going to be a filmmaker. Not yet, anyway. Because right now is not a good time for me to be a filmmaker. You want to know why? Because of this very exact thing. I don't want to become a narcissistic, egotistical jackass who uses people. I told you this story about how my friend Matt got injured when I was filming the Randomus Act, and I didn't care because I was more focused on the thing that I was making. Now, in some ways, you could see it as, oh, I was making sure that the art was good. But at what cost? At the cost of somebody else's health and well-being and entertainment? And then you got people like Triple H. Then you got people like Triple H who don't care, who want your money. Make it abundantly clear that he wants your money, and will do everything he can to have your money. Even booking shitty, terrible shows week after week after week. And so I got to thinking, right? I got to thinking. With every commentary video that I made, I knew that this video was going to be made, and it was going to be on this channel because it makes perfect sense for it to be on this channel for a number of reasons that all are, in fact, worthy of being the explanation. So here's what I'm going to do, right? I just got done watching Mania 41. And I'll admit, some of the matches, they were really good. Others, trash. The stories building into them, trash. The final closing moments of both nights, trash. Horrible. And not just my subjective opinion, no, on an objective level. The way that these were executed compared to a shit ton of other storylines that we've seen before, this was poor. This was poor for so many reasons. Big one, John Cena. You're telling me that Cena had to turn heel so that you can get that rating boost? Really? Dude, we were planning Mania 41's card last year in advance. We saw all these wrestlers and knew exactly what we wanted to see. We were like, okay, this is the match we want for this. This is the match we want for this. This is the match. It all was literally, the stars were all aligned. This was supposed to be an amazing WrestleMania 41 because we all knew what the matches we wanted to see really were. But Hunter didn't. Paul didn't. I don't know how he didn't. And quite frankly, I think it has to do with the fact that he has no more storylines based off of Vince's work. Because Vince created a lot of storylines, and from there, Paul just simply finished them. But now he has to create brand new stories from scratch, and he doesn't know how. Despite the fact that he ran an entire show, NXT, for years. You're telling me you don't know how to make creative booking on a weekly? Or are you telling me that you don't give a fuck about doing it? Because that's what I see. Ever since you took that Netflix deal, $1 billion, even a little bit before that, it was pretty bad. But like, it wasn't this clear. He's all about the money. You offer him the money, everything else, back burner. And I've seen it too many times to want to indulge in it. Why would I want to indulge in the slop that you give me when you're clearly just about the money? You want the money in my pocket. That's all you want. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to give the people, you, the audience, what you want. You want a high-quality wrestling storyline? Well, buddy, you got it. Because as of this past few months, I have been mapping out and planning my first book. And it so happens to be a wrestling book. And starting tomorrow, the very start of tomorrow, I'm going to be writing it for the first time. because it's fully planned, and now I know how to write it. I'm going to be writing. It's probably going to be done in the summer, and then maybe I have to figure out publishing and all that, so probably release in the winter. Most likely. So you got till the end of the year, Hunter. I am writing a wrestling book, and it is going to drop, and I'm going to make sure that this wrestling book is high quality. And it's not just some random wrestling book. It's not like an autobiography of a wrestler behind the scenes or some crap. No. It's like watching weekly episodes of Raw on the build-up to a road to WrestleMania. You are gonna get a legitimate, high-quality storyline. I'm going to guarantee that, because I'm going to write it. And to make sure to keep myself in line, if you will, to make sure that I get this done and that I have to focus on this book, I have this 100% totally original progress meter right here. And on this progress meter, I am going to be updating it with every single major update that I do to my book. So every time I make major progress in my book, this meter will update to 20, 40, 50, 75, 74, and 90%, and then of course eventually 100%. And when it reaches 100%, which I'm going to be posting this on my main channel, by the way, the community post is going to be the progress meter. When I finish this, I'm going to make a video on my main channel, the Eric Moreno, and I'm going to analyze where we're at in WWE. I'm going to analyze if it's still trash, if he still gives a fuck, or if the quality actually started to improve. I want to see for myself, and I'm going to analyze it. And when we get there, I'm going to also try to figure out my publishing method. Am I going to get a publisher, or am I going to publish it myself? I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is the start of my writing career. So, first time being an independent writer, this is where we're starting. And Hunter, you better not disappoint, bro. Because if you disappoint, if you're not going to come into clutch, I will. I will have this book, and it will drop. Whether in digital form or physical form, I don't know yet. But it will drop. And I will give these people what they want, a high-quality wrestling storyline. And then from there, I'm going to continue making books and stories, and they're slowly, just like I did with YouTube, the stories are slowly going to cater more and more to my liking of what the kind of stories that I want to tell. But obviously, I'm going to keep an objective way of writing it, of course, because if I start going subjective, then it's going to be more like a fanfic and not really a real storyline. If there's anything that I've learned from making the randomness sack, you don't want to do that. You want to make a story as objective as possible. You want to make sure that the quality is based off of how the story naturally progresses on its own, and making sure that the moments that you want make sense, storyline-wise, that it all makes sense. And that is what I'm going to make sure when I start my writing career. That is what I'm going to make sure when I have this book. And you got till the end of the year, Hunter. Because John Cena, my boy, my GOAT, one of my favorite characters in history, a cool-ass motherfucker, he's leaving. You're not going to have him as a crutch anymore. All the other big guys are leaving too. Roman Reigns, he's going to be leaving soon. Punk, I don't know how long he has left in him. AJ Styles, he's leaving. Rollins, I don't think he has much. Randy Orton, you're running out of time, Hunter. And if you can't do it, I will. Oh, and don't think that this is just going to be me promoting my book, putting myself on the map, and using you to do it, right? I'm not Hunter. Okay, I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the views. But if you want, here's what I got. I got an offer for you. I'm not only going to offer you my book when it releases. I'm going to give it a placeholder title name right now. I'm going to call it Money in the Bank. That's not the real name of the book because I haven't acquired the copyright for the real name, but let's call it Money in the Bank for now. I'm not just going to give you my book. I'll tell you what, if you show me that you genuinely want to see this book, want to see me attempt a high quality wrestling story over the shit that we've been getting on WWE, and you get this video to 1K views, 1K, I will spend an entire October, whether it's this year or next year. I would hope it's this year because that way it makes all sense. I will spend an entire October, 31 straight days, 31 straight videos. And all of those videos will be updated and much more improved variations of old videos that I've done. Rankings, theories, reviews, analysis, all of those kinds of videos, they are going to be updated with me in my current state, in my current mind, and the knowledge that I have now. And I'm going to update upon them, make them better, maybe even make some new videos if I come up with some ideas on the build up to that. And I will give you it 31 videos, 31 straight days for October. If you get this video to 1K views and show me that you are interested in this wrestling book. That is what it means to be giving the people what they want. You show me that you want it, I'll give it to you. And on top of that, I might even update some unreleased music and mashups and custom edits that I did and update those download links by putting like a comment saying like, oh, I updated the download link. Now they're much better, much more crispy. You're going to get better sounding music. Hell, there's even some unreleased scores that I found recently and with the help of some friends. Shouts out to Sean for finding out the Enough is Enough Nation, or as I call it, Blackheart. Shouts out to my boy Thomas for finding the Jigsaw Sessions from that anonymous leaker. Thank you. Appreciate it. Respect you. I respect you. So shouts out to C-Jax too. You've been speaking your mind on this. I respect it. And this is it, Hunter. This is it, Paul. You're going to prove to me right now that you got what it takes to carry this company alone, by yourself. Because you got till the end of the year, you got till the end of John Cena's run to prove to me that you can actually produce a good story, that you can actually produce a good wrestling show. Because if you don't, I will, and the people will cater to me. And that will be the start of my career. You are going to determine right now, Hunter. Paul, you're going to determine whether I successfully go on a great writing career or not. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but it really is in the hands of you. Because for me to even get on the map as a writer, I have to cater to people what they want. And I'm going to give them what they want. I'm going to give them a high quality wrestling story. So this is going to determine if my writing capabilities are going to be worth paying for. And I'm not like you, Hunter. I'm not going to belittle myself as the prices or as money goes higher and shit like that. No. If I am going to cost people more, I'm going to make sure that the quality of writing that I'm going to give them is more, is better, is greater, is grander. We're going to build all the way up. I'm going to go story by story by story to get to my show. Not the Random Sack, my real show. The one I've been writing for years. I have to earn there. I have to earn it. I want to earn getting there. That is why I've been spending years writing it. I have been making sure that the story goes beat by beat and makes sense and builds up to something great. And quite frankly, Hunter, it's all in your hands if I take off or not. If this plane goes sailing or not. It's all on you. As a matter of fact, and this is the ironic thing, Hunter, because you were the one I got the inspiration for with the as a matter of fact line. My catchphrase, I got that from you. When you said, as a matter of fact, let's face the facts, to the nation, that's where I got it from. I mean, you only said as a matter of fact. I just continued from there. But yeah, Hunter, as a matter of fact, let's face the facts. I'm here to give you a reality check. And if you can't handle that, I'm going to beat you with a baseball bat. Best believe. And that baseball bat is going to be a swing of reality, a swing of facts, a swing of truth that is my upbringing, my upcoming writing career. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to get a kickstart. Thank you for strategically being so terrible at your job that it actually puts me in a good light to start now. Because I've been wanting to start a writing career for a long time, but I just haven't had the thing to push me there. Now I do. Now I do, because now is the time for me to prove that I can make good quality content by showcasing something that you're not capable of doing, which is making a good wrestling story. This is great. I love this. I am so thrilled of the idea of being able to showcase what I can really do on the writing. Because everything you've seen on this channel from me has all been improv. There's never been a script. The only time I've ever had notes was for commentary videos where I'm talking about stuff, or for the Teacher Rex gimmick because I had to base it off of facts. Everything else has been improv. I had to think it from the dome and do it on the spot. And if that's been great, if that's been fantastic, then I have stuff in store for y'all. So let me just give you a little recap to make sure that what we're doing is in fact going to go into motion. In case you want to skip over the whole 22 minutes that I've been talking, let me give you the little brief recap. I am writing a wrestling book. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start writing it. Every time I make major progress on the book, I'm going to update this progress meter on my main channel, Eric Moreno, at Eric_Moreno_A-Rex. And when it eventually reaches 100%, I'm going to make an update video on that channel telling you what the plan is for the release of the book, what I have in mind and what I'm going to pursue, and I'm going to also review the current state of WWE, see how it's going, see if I'm still in good hands. And then eventually, sometime in the winter, maybe Thanksgiving, maybe for the holidays, I don't know what y'all religious people celebrate, I'm going to drop the book. And I'm going to make a big video all about it. I'm going to say, it's out. It's out. I'm going to give you a little bit of a synopsis. Hell, I might even do the synopsis for the progress meter. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a little bit of synopsis so that way you're not completely in the dark about like what the wrestling story is about. I'm going to give you a little bit. Only a little bit. I don't want to give too much because then I'm giving too much away. And if you get this video to 1K views to prove to me that you are genuinely excited for this wrestling book that I am making, that I'm going to release, if you prove to me by getting this video to 1K views, and I hate doing that, I hate being the guy to be like, if you get this video to a certain amount of views, certain amount of likes, I hate being that guy. But I need to know for a fact that you genuinely care about the idea of having a better wrestling storyline. If you genuinely care about me actually producing quality art. So if you get this video to 1K views, I will make 31 videos for October. 31 straight days. Updated, better quality versions of old videos I made, and even some new ones. And I will also update some unreleased music and mashups over time. Don't know exactly when, but if I feel like I want to update a certain song, I'm going to update it, and I'm going to update the download link in the description or the comments of that video, so that you know that there's a better version now. So, let me ask you with a straight face. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I'm the game fiend. This is why I whooped your ass in my story, Triple H. Because you can never let go of that big ego, of that narcissism. I only got one thing to say to you. Arrivederci, you bitch-ass motherfucker. My time is now, and your time is up. Let's see how we do, bitch.